Hello, and welcome to the Gaming Adventures of Kit and Tibbs podcast. How are you doing?
I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Yeah, not
Every
too bad.
day,
How are
every
you?
single. I'm good.
Ah,
I'm good.
interrupted.
No, every single podcast you have a different way of saying it, and I take the piss out of it every single time.
Every single time.
It's because you speak funny.
Don't we all?
I don't know.
Well, you do.
I don't know what the fucking standard is.
Well,
But anyway, let's get into this podcast.
Gaming news.
We have some really, really positive gaming news this week.
What is
Kit.
it?
We have some brilliant gaming news. Well, the first thing is kind of like a little bit of happiness for us, mainly.
okay, what's this? Go
Because
on, lay it on me.
very good news for console gamers. Microsoft has discounted Xbox Ones by about £100.
Woohoo!
Pounds sterling.
Yay, that's
Which
brilliant.
means that we can now get kind of like
An
most of
Xbox
the
One.
most of the Xbox packages are about like between kind of 280 and 320ish pounds,
Mm-hmm.
which is so much better than 450
Yeah, 450
or whatever they started with. Why this is happening?
Because they're not selling enough.
Because they're not selling it.
Because they're
No,
not
I don't know.
They only came out a year or so ago anyway, didn't they?
They came out in
Was it 2 years ago?
2013.
Oh, wow, we are behind.
Yeah, 2
Wow.
years.
Well, that's a year and a bit because it's only just
Oh yeah, it's like a
2015,
year
really.
and 3 or 4.
I don't know.
4
I didn't know
months.
the actual date.
It was 20th of November 2013.
Well, you clearly know more. But
I
yeah.
clearly know, I googled it.
Nice.
I
Nice.
mean that other search providers are
Are
available.
Well,
No,
no, 'cause
there
we're
aren't.
we're on YouTube, so they're owned by Google. So
Oh, that's good. Yeah, use that.
hang on,
What?
that's like our brand now, isn't it? Like Google's like our BBC.
I can't believe you just claimed a whole like. Oh wait, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Damn it. So we're not allowed to talk about ITV.
No.
Oh damn it. Anyway, back on to you can now get an Xbox One and Sunset Overdrive, which I have no idea what that game
I don't know what that is.
No.
Is that what type of game is that?
It sounds like a car game.
It does sound like a car game. I was going to say, but probably wrong.
Anyway, you can get that for £280 sterling.
Nice.
0
Doctor
pence.
Who money.
Doctor Who money.
For those of you who don't live in the UK,
Yeah. It's like a euro, but
but better.
better.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool then. So
Yeah.
might definitely kind of want to buy one now.
Yeah, I definitely want you to buy one too.
Yeah.
Anyway, next bit of news. We have you heard of Fable? You know the
Yes.
Fable
Oh, yeah,
series?
definitely.
Uno, dos, and tres.
Yeah.
For you Spanish people out there.
Yep.
There's probably Spanish people like going, come on! Anyway, Fable Legends, which is like a... it's kind of a bit more of a top-down sort of Diablo 3 looking multiplayer game.
Cool.
And it's a 4-player game, and it's free to play. It's been
Really?
announced that it's free to play. People weren't really sure. People were saying that it might be, but they've actually come out and said, yeah, it's going to be completely free to play. There's going to be you're going to be able to buy like optional extras, but they have promised and crossed their heart that it won't affect like the leveling or make it easier for other people to play or whatever. You know, like I hate it when games companies release content which you can pay to win. You know, like you pay to get better and pay to improve and stuff. So it pretty much becomes a point where you have to buy it or you just can't play. Or like the richest people tend to have like all the bestest shit. So I'm really happy with that. And you can actually sign up for the multiplayer beta now, which we'll leave a link in the description below.
Cool.
And that will be on Xbox One and PC
Nice.
exclusive. So you won't be able to get it on PlayStation 4 or
Okay.
Xbox 360. But on our brand new Xbox One, which you're going to buy us,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see next week.
We'll see. See how that goes.
Anyway, I've kind of like brushed through those really quickly because we have some big news.
Big news. What's the big news?
The big news is that the forbidden word can now be said again.
Oh, what's that?
GTA Heists have been announced.
Oh, right. I thought you were going to say... Yeah.
Or
Yeah. Or maybe even...
oh god. No, but GTA Heists, they've actually been announced that they're going to come on the 10th of March.
Wow. That's soon.
I will believe it
That's
when
soon. That's really
I bloody
soon.
see it. They'll be like,
That's next week.
I'll be like, you know, they're just going to get to the date. It's going to be like, oh, you know, it was going to come today, but we're using a different calendar.
No, it's gonna be like those delivery services which always promise that something's gonna be delivered one day and then you always get it the next, or at one time and it's always completely.
Oh, what if it's just one tiny heist and it's just like
one heist?
Steal a box of chickens
from the Spanish man, and then take them
and
to the other man, and you're done.
You'll get money.
And welcome to playing GTA Heists.
This level is replayable.
You cannot play this more than once.
What? That's completely... well, to be honest, they are liars.
That was the idea.
They're pathological liars. But we have some good... It's going to...
good news, everyone.
Good news. And they've also said that the PC version is going to be out on the 14th of April.
Bad news.
Bad news.
Because it was meant to be out in March sometime, wasn't it?
March 2010 or something, I don't know.
Yeah.
But this is... there's also... There's a rumour kind of buzzing around. It's not been officially announced yet. That there's going to be an expansion to the story. Because there was something that someone from Rockstar said is that we haven't forgot about our core characters, apparently.
Okay.
So there might be some expansion to the story. But good news for you, it won't be on PS3 or Xbox 360 if that is the case.
Oh, great.
So that would just be an Xbox One, PS4, and the P to the C.
I think there should be some sort of, if you get an Xbox One and you've already got GTA, you should have some sort of free, like, next-gen download for it.
They do. They have some sort of system. I think it's discounted, or you used to get, like, literally a direct trade-in. But I don't know, that might have just been on kind of release of the next-gen.
Here's a really stupid question. If you are on, like, the next-gen consoles, are you still in the same sort of... Current gen consoles, are you still in the same sort of online lobbies as people on 360?
No,
that's completely different. So
no, it's completely different.
If I upgrade,
you'll be alone.
I'll be alone.
You'll be alone. You have
great.
Do you know, like,
great? I'm gonna play Heists on my new Xbox One.
Have you ever?
You need more people to play this Heist.
Have you ever played a game like with online features, like a really old game with online features? You just picked it up and went online, and then it was searching for ages.
Yeah.
Because I started playing DJ Hero like a couple of... It's got to be over a year ago or whatever. But then it was literally like... It spent about 25 minutes searching. And I was like, no, I've had enough. I'm tired of this. Like, you couldn't find anyone. But anyway, yeah, they've also found in the coding for the updates and whatever, there's going to be new maps, a comedy club, and zombies, amongst other things. So that's all good news.
Gaming news.
So now we come to the part where we look at what we've been doing this week. And it's time for our...
It's Game of the Week.
What is your game of the week this week, Kit?
My game of the week this week is, I think it's a bit of a favourite. Some people have been playing this for quite a while.
You could say that about any game.
Yeah, that's
It's a favourite for some people.
Generalised statements.
Yeah.
Work quite well. And this game is Assassin's Creed Black Flag, which I said properly for the first time ever in my life.
Well done.
Okay.
What is it about Black Flag which you like?
It's I can't do it. I'm gonna have to call it Black Frag.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, Assassin's Creed Black Frag. Yeah, I downloaded it because it was discounted this week on Xbox.
Ooh.
So I think I only paid about half price, or probably less than half price for it. But it's a really enjoyable game. It's basically like every other Assassin's Creed game you've ever played. And it's fantastic fun. And the best part is you're a pirate.
You're a pirate.
Yeah, you're a pirate, and that's fantastic.
Do you get to steal shit from people?
Yeah, you have to shoot down ships, and then you have to climb aboard, kill a certain number of people, and then pillage all their stuff, and then move on.
Happy days.
Happy days. But it is great. It's a great fun, and it's a fantastic game. And if you haven't played it, you should have played it by now, because it's fantastic.
Every time I come over to your television to watch what you're doing, you pause it.
Yeah,
I know what I could draw out the pause menu right now.
Yeah, do it.
But I couldn't tell you anything else about the game.
That's because most of the thing is, it's all the Assassin's Creed games for me are extremely frustrating, because you get into these, in certain tiny points in the game, you get into these loops of you're trying to do too much in one area because you see potentially what you could do in that area. So if you're following someone and having to eavesdrop on them, you end up trying to do all the other little side bits at the same time, and then you're like, why can't I do them? And you just have to simplify it and then try and come back later.
Not to mention the fun of accidentally climbing shit.
Oh my god.
You're like,
just running
you're
through.
like, why did you get me started?
Oh, come on.
Like,
Come on. There's a timer now. Come on, just walk through the gap. It's every time, especially in those market stalls in the main areas.
Oh,
And you're just trying to get
trying to mount them.
And they're
It's
like, follow someone. Okay, I've got to get off of the bike. No, get off the bike. And you try and drop back down and it doesn't do it. And you're like, oh my god. That's just
apparently they've
classic.
improved that for Unity though.
Nice. I bet they
Hopefully.
haven't. I bet it's exactly the same because I believe they said that after Assassin's Creed 2,
Yeah.
and it was
It's probably improved quite considerably.
it's even worse now. But yeah, it's just a fantastic thing, and obviously you got to love them for the historical accuracy as well. They're really, really up on that, and it's really, really fun.
That is my favourite part of all the Assassin's Creed games, to be fair. Just the kind of historical side of it, and they give you like loads of notes and stuff to read, don't they?
Yeah, exactly. I never read them.
I always read them.
That's
why I've never completed an Assassin's Creed game.
I don't think I've ever fully
I just
completed one.
read everything. And I just thought it was interesting.
But yeah. Okay, cool. So what was your game of the week this week?
I got myself a bargain on Xbox 360 sale as well.
Cool. What did you get?
The game that it's a game that I've wanted to play for a long, long time. Hitman Absolution.
Cool. I've seen the adverts for those. I've never played it.
Oh, it's really cool. Well, I've only seen a playthrough of it so far. I haven't even had a crack at it. I only bought it yesterday. And
But it's your game of the week.
But it's my game of the week
Nice.
because I know it's going to be good. I know I'm going to enjoy it.
Okay,
so...
well, we can check back in on that next week.
You're like, it was a disappointment.
Yeah, just be like, no,
I don't like it.
I don't like it. I tried to play it and then I thought I don't like this. And I was like, get it off my Xbox. I don't like it. Yeah.
Anyway, you
how
follow Agent 47, which is like he's. I don't think you know much about the Hitman games, do you?
No, not
He's
really.
a hitman.
Story-wise, but
Yeah, a hitman. Do you know what a hitman is?
Yeah, I know what Hitman is.
It's
Do you know what Hitman is?
It's the person like in cricket, the
You're a
person who holds the bat
Your mum's a hitman.
racket.
What?
That's anyway.
Okay, yeah.
You just pretty much have to look after this girl because you have to kill like this person who was looking after her, but you find out there's lots of corruption in like the agency and stuff, and
There's always corruption in the agency. Isn't
there's
there?
always a corruption in the
Classic
agency.
storyline.
And
Classic Windows.
anyway, so you just got to kind of keep her safe and discover the secrets about the agency along the way.
So it's a little bit like Mario, but only she's with you all the way
It's a little bit like Mario, but you're kind of like holding her and hiding her in places.
through. Okay,
Maybe it's the opposite to Mario. Maybe Mario's the bad guy.
probably.
Ooh, and Hitman's holding Princess Purple or whatever her name was.
Yeah.
Yeah, gaming knowledge. But yeah, my favourite features are like the dressing up part. In like, I only do it for the fashion.
Pretty much, that's what
It's
you're
a
saying.
fashion game for me. No, you can like disguise yourself as different.
Actually,
like,
having said that, when we played Mafia 2, you're like, I've got to get that black suit.
shut up.
I've got to get that black suit.
I
If I
like
don't get that black suit,
that is
I'm
not
just
how
gonna...
I sound.
I know. You sound like, got to get that black suit.
You're so mean.
No, that's fine. I'm sorry. Yeah, but yeah, it sounds.
My
like a
favourite
good
parts.
game.
As I was saying.
Sorry.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. My favourite part is like dressing up, and you can kind of like camouflage yourself in different places. And if you're like a chef, if another chef sees you, you can't get as close to them as you can to like a guard or something because
then
they know the
recognise that you're not a
chefs. They know the
yeah.
chefs. That's really cool, isn't it?
That's a really good feature.
And you can kind of choose how you play out an objective. Like you can make deaths like seem accidental, or like just set up different ways of doing the same thing, and none of them are kind of wrong. So it's really cool.
That sounds brilliant.
Yeah, awesome.
Cool. So that was our game of the week.
Game of the week.
It's Game of the Week.
Okay, so now I think we're getting to that time. It's our favourite
the good
time.
The favourite time.
Our favourite time in the whole podcast. and
Everybody
that is-
everybody watches it for this.
Yeah, they do,
Watches,
yeah.
listens,
Yeah.
and watches. I don't know.
Yeah.
But people love this shit.
This is the best bit. I mean, we always get so many comments all the time
and so many
how,
presents through the door.
and how brilliant this bit is. Yeah.
If
So
only.
yeah.
I wish.
Anyway,
Send us
send us.
whatever is
Yeah.
advertised
Yeah.
that we've seen and know, obviously.
Yeah.
It's time to go for an...
Ad break. Okay, well, we should definitely get given some of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Oh my god, what if it... You know, you don't know what people have been Googling. you don't know, like, like the ads are all like set up specifically for what people have been searching, and we said last time about like it might make fat people feel bad or whatever. But what if people have been like googling sex toys?
Oh yeah.
Oh, give us some of them. And you're like, oh, I really want some of that. Yeah. Send us one. Oh no.
Well, last week we were kind of campaigning for tasty wieners, weren't we?
I think people are going to get the wrong sort of impression.
Definitely
of us.
wrong sort of impression.
We're genetic brothers, not just.
And I think we should probably on that bombshell move on.
Just give up on this. That's what we should do.
To the retro gaming corner.
Retro gaming corner.
Cool. So it's retro gaming corner time. So are you excited as to what I'm gonna bring to you this week?
Oh, I actually don't know.
Yeah. So it's exciting.
This is all right. This is guest time.
This is.
Give me a few clues.
This is one of the most popular games like ever.
Monopoly.
Yeah, that's the game. No, it's on a game console that we loved playing on.
Monopoly PS2 edition.
No, it's a cartridge games console.
Monopoly Atari.
No.
Did they have Monopoly? I don't think they had.
No,
Monopoly.
I think
did the Atari precede Monopoly? It can't.
No.
Wait, by much. Yeah, okay. So it's a cartridge game.
Yeah.
So we're talking kind of.
It might be about
N64.
Yes, and it might be about your favourite moustached man in dungarees.
Kevin from up the road.
Yes.
What is he doing in a game?
Kevin.
What's Kevin doing in a game?
No. It is our favourite planet. It's Mario.
It's Mario.
Yeah, Mario 64.
He's very. You're using the phrase plumber very like loosely.
Yeah, he never ever does any plumbing.
Have you ever seen any plumbing being done?
No, but that's kind of what happens when a plumber comes around anyway. You don't really get to see anything. You just leave them in your house somewhere, and then they eventually leave.
Yeah.
For money.
Leave for money. That's not how it works.
You give them money.
I'm staying here until you pay
give
me.
them money and they leave.
No.
That's anyway. Right. Okay. So anyway, Mario 64 was actually released in Europe. It was
1964.
released in 1997.
Close.
Okay, so it's 1st of March 1997 in Europe, but it had also been previously released in Japan, I believe, since the summer of '96. So that's
is there a song about that?
There is, yeah. Don't sing it. And but by 2003, it sold 11 million copies. How amazing is that?
Wow.
And so a couple of facts about it. First of all, it was the first game to have a free camera.
What, did you have to pay for it before?
Yeah. No, I don't know if you remember, because it's in 3D, wasn't it, this one? Proper 3D.
And you could spin around.
Yeah, and what would happen is you'd go around a corner, and then before you went around the corner, the camera would swing round so you could see the corner before you went. So that was the first game.
It was really good, though. It was really seamless, wasn't it? It was really good.
There's some games now which might want to pick up on that model. And yeah, it was also the first game to receive a perfect rating by many of the reviewers. It still to this day has all 9s and 10s in its sort of rating. It's
not out of 100.
Well, obviously out of 10.
Okay.
But it's always like roughly 9 and 10. But do you just remember, it's a fantastic game, and it's incredibly long though. How many millions of stars did you have to collect in that game?
Literally, like it just took
star after star.
It took my whole childhood.
Yeah, I know, it's ridiculous
to do it, and I still haven't done it yet.
And do you know what happens at the end?
What?
I'm gonna give this away.
No, it's too soon.
Too soon. It's only been. It's coming up to it's been a lot of years, isn't it? Jesus.
It's got to be coming up to 20.
Yeah, 18. So anyway, at the end, when you finally get to Princess Peach.
Oh yeah, just kind of turn your volume down right now if you don't
want to
hear what's going to happen.
At the end, she kisses him on the nose and then gives him the cake that she promised she'd bake for him. That was it. All of that work for cake and a kiss on the nose. Poor Mario. Poor Mario.
I think he was just trying to get his money for doing the plumbing.
Probably, yeah.
So it was just chasing him up for a bill.
Yeah. And they just stuck Bowser in the way. Those giant bombs which kept on killing you.
Oh, bloody chompy bloody bombs.
But interestingly, there was 36 pieces of music written for it. Between 5 seconds and 3 minutes long.
That's almost as many as we've written.
Yeah.
For this.
But yeah, isn't that fantastic? It's just how like immensely.
It was a brilliant game. Like,
yeah, it's just
it didn't
so
even,
well
like,
produced.
Yeah, there were so many like cool little. My favourite things were the
Oh yeah, there's a diagram which I'll put up now, which has got all of the new sort of jumping moves that Mario could do. Because obviously this was the first game where Mario just didn't jump and then double jump.
This is awesome. Oh my! It's a huge step.
Yeah,
Like, that is
fantastically
one of the biggest steps in gaming.
And this
I think.
is why it sold 11 million copies by 2003.
Wow,
That's only 4 years, really. 4.5
that's
years.
crazy.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, like, sorry, I think we just got a bit serious there. That was
serious.
It's just because of how much of a good game it is.
Yeah. So there you go. So that's this week's Retro Gaming Corner.
Retro Gaming Corner.
Retro Gaming Corner.
I'm gonna have to admit, I did struggle to find a most awaited arrival this week, just because there's not. Oh wait, I've actually got to like introduce it.
Yeah, you might want to introduce it.
Every time I make one sort of like little like people are like, oh, it's so well organized, it's so well produced, and Tibbs makes a mistake every time. Okay, so we have next up is our most awaited arrival.
It's the most awaited arrival.
As I was saying, I struggled to find a most awaited arrival this week
Did you? Why?
because it's not really like
Nothing really exciting coming out.
Yeah, March is not too kind of like good for stuff. Then there's something that I wanted to kind of address a bit nearer the time, but I just thought just casual page turning. He's like,
It's fine. I could have cut it out from my mic. I just want to keep it close on.
Anyway, yeah, I've gone for Resident Evil Revelations 2,
Nice.
which I've liked the Resident Evil games.
Yeah.
But I've not played Revelations 1, and well, it's kind of, apparently it goes back. It's not a direct sequel to the like Revelations 1, and goes back to like the series roots. So it's kind of like you tend to kind of creep through like dank, awful looking places and find like
You're really
little
selling
zombies.
You're
And
really selling it.
what?
No, you have to just climb through some dank places. And
It's not like this isn't an episode of location.
it could be. If you want.
Yeah, but you don't want that. You don't want like zombies in your house in Somerset.
Well, then you choose a
It's set in
different
Somerset.
location.
It's set in Somerset.
Where is it actually set? You don't know.
Hopefully in America, because I don't want that stuff
round here.
I don't want that stuff around here. But you play as two characters. One's called Claire Redfield, and the other's Moira Stewart from the BBC News. Moira Burton. And you can change between them at any point, which I thought was quite cool. And like they have their own set of skills, so you've got to kind of change between them at kind of strategic points to kind of help you through the game and help you.
Awesome.
Like
Sounds
Claire is a trigger happy badass who will just like shoot like a badass, and Moira is more of a BBC newscaster. No, and she's got like a flashlight and will like pick locks and stuff.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
It's really cool, and there's like
I didn't know newscasters did
they
that.
actually made it local co-op. How cool's that?
That's pretty. That's actually
They
impressive.
haven't brought out proper
no
local
one does
co-op
that.
games in so long, and so it's more like games like Army of Two, where each person kind of has their own kind of set of skills that you've got to do, and that will come out anyway. That will come out on the 20th of March.
What's that coming out on?
That will come out on the 20th of March.
Okay. Is it,
I think it's
just multiple
Xbox
platforms.
One and something else.
Cool.
Research for the win.
Awesome. My most awaited arrival this week is Project Cars. I don't know if you've heard of this.
It sounds
It's
like a car game.
Yeah, it is. It's basically just another Forza, really. But the really impressive thing about it is it just looks so amazing. It looks absolutely just
It's
incredible.
flawless in its
Yeah,
appearance.
it looks absolutely fantastic. And I recommend you probably buy a PS4 to play it on so you don't ruin it.
Hey.
But it just looks so good. And you
Hey.
know that they've taken that footage off a PS4. You know it.
Yeah, but we all know that. But we can't be
know.
like, you know. What about all these Xbox people? They're feeling loyal to
Well,
Mr. Gates.
yeah. Well, anyway, I just hope that the mechanic of the game kind of mirrors like the amount of work they've put in, sort of with the graphics and the sort of reproduction of cars. Now, there's a really cool thing about it. is that if you pre-order the limited edition,
You get to play as Bill Gates.
you get to... No, this is what you actually get. If you pre-order the limited edition, you get 1. A behind-the-scenes book.
Wow.
2. An exclusive steel case.
Whoa.
That's pretty cool though, right?
That's cool.
And 3. 5 exclusive cars and career events. How cool is that though?
That's really cool.
Like a behind-the-scenes book. That's a really strange thing to produce for a game.
Behind the scenes book.
But like it's proper thick book as well by the look of it.
Is it
And-
literally just like a picture of them coding it? Because that's not exciting at all.
Well, no, I think they did a lot of research and testing cars and recording and stuff like that, which I think they're probably going to put into
That's
it.
really cool.
So yeah, so all of that behind-the-scenes stuff. And then obviously the steel case sounds freaking amazing.
So you don't get Bill Gates
No.
as a professional
But
driver.
you do get Bill Gates' car.
What's that?
It's a Metro.
Microsoft car.
No, that wouldn't work. It'd just keep freezing. all the
Google
time.
car.
Google car. No, because it's not owned by Microsoft.
You're like, do your damn,
Yeah.
find out.
Read a goddamn
actually.
coffee table book.
Read a book.
Okay. Yeah. Well, so I guess that was the most awaited arrival.
It's the most awaited arrival.
Now we're on to the funniest thing on the internet this week.
It's the funniest thing on the internet.
The whole internet has gone crazy. I know I say this every week, but it's not really the funniest thing on the internet this
Oh,
week.
it's just another rant, is it?
I know, no.
After last week's
no,
rant.
No, that was... It's... I just look at what like, the things that are kind of trending and all of that. And have you... do you know what colours? Do you know your colours?
Yeah, I've heard of colours. Colours, all the colours.
People
Red
have been
and
going
yellow and
fucking
pink and green,
mental about colours this week.
Why is that?
Not because it's been a UKIP, there's a UKIP seminar thing that's been going on.
Okay.
Yeah, not because of that this week,
That's
but it's actually because of a dress.
Oh yeah, the dress.
And it's just been going crazy. It's like, is it white and gold, or is it blue and black, or is it whatever? And literally it's split up families, and luckily
people are now homeless.
there will be an episode of Jeremy Kyle probably based on it. It's just like, my husband thinks that it's blue and black, so he slept with da da da, and
Jeremy Kyle.
we're all Jeremy Kyle lovers secretly. That's
Yeah.
probably why. That's probably why there's so many. What if there wasn't enough problems, so he went around
So
causing them?
He probably did. He probably
Because it
has
never
done.
says who cheated on them. It's like, sometimes.
Well,
it
sometimes
does.
they drag them on, don't they, and do like a.
Yeah, but
Jerry
sometimes
Springer
it's
type
like,
thing.
have they cheated? And then it's like, the lie detector says yes. It's just like they hadn't before they came here today. But
But they, yeah.
anyway, this dress.
He's just giving them like sort of,
Oh,
just giving them handies in the dressing rooms just to
God.
keep the show going.
Just like, it's all just part of the warm up.
Yeah.
Just to get you started.
That's why he has to hold them cards. He just sort of slot it into
Oh,
his overworked hand.
if he lets go of the cards, they still stay there.
Yeah.
But anyway, this dress is just gone. It's just gone mental.
Yeah, everyone's gone completely crazy about it.
And I'll tell you like a 30-second science behind it.
Okay, go on.
The reason that it can look either gold and white or blue and black is because of something called color constancy, which is like our brains try to apply a lighting situation to everything it sees, and because the dress is in such a small kind of confined picture, your brain will make up the lighting for it, and therefore delete certain colors and change them up in your head.
Ah, cool.
That's why.
Cool, that's really awesome. But
But
obviously,
everybody just
doesn't the
goes-
fact that it's on a screen make a difference to that?
Slightly, but not enough
immensely.
to change blue to white and all of that. But people have just been going crazy, and it's just annoying. Okay, it's a dress. We've done it now. We know that the dress is actually blue and black. That's the actual color of the dress.
Yeah, so that's done then. We've cleared that up here.
Just stop. All
Everyone, stop. That's it.
whoever's listening,
Stop.
Mum, Nan, Dad, just stop talking about it
Everyone, yeah. If you hear one more thing about a blue dress, you're going to burn someone
and their dress.
and their dress.
It's the funniest thing on the internet.
It's time to say goodbye.
Cool. So thank you for listening to another podcast. Yeah.
Another.
podcast. I was going to say another Kit and Tibbs podcast. And
it's because you still don't know the name.
I still don't know the name. It's fine. It's written over there.
Yeah.
It's over there on a poster.
Yeah, it's quite far away though.
Yeah, I can, but by the time I've actually thought, oh, there's a poster over there, I've already said something.
Yeah.
So,
it's always too late.
It's always too late, yeah.
But thank you for joining us again.
Thank you for listening, yeah. And if you want to get in contact with us, you can tweet us on Twitter using the hashtag Kit and Tibbs. Follow us on Twitter, please, at Kit and Tibbs. And if you want to also subscribe to YouTube, that would be great.
Subscribe to YouTube, just any channel, not ours.
Yeah. And then maybe think about subscribing to us.
But thank you very, very, very much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
And we will... yeah, thank you.
That's really... You went really serious then. You were like, and thank you for joining us here.
And thank you very much. But thank you very much. And we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.